Every time I try to watch AEW and give the show a fair chance, Tony Khan makes it really hard to take it seriously. I completely understand that he focuses on the wants and needs of his dedicated fan base. In my opinion, that's a terrible business practice, but it is what it is. What do I know? I'm just a wrestling fan on YouTube. He can run his business however the hell he wants. The only thing that I've liked about AEW so far is there's at least a few talents on the roster that take things seriously. I'm sure you already know who they are, but I'm talking about CM Punk, FTR, MJF, and currently Christian Cage. Those guys are the only reason why I've tried to get somewhat interested in the program. Currently, those guys are AEW's only redeeming quality. I love Thunder Rosa too, but she hasn't really had anyone to work with that would get me interested in the women's division, but we'll get to that in a different video down the line. I think it's time to give Tony Khan the Vince McMahon treatment and officially say that he's just as bad at Vince when it comes to use of talent. Like, how do you absolutely fumble a wrestler who was white hot for months? You've read the title already, so we're gonna get right into it. Tony Khan is already starting to ruin Wardlow. Why do I say that? Let's talk about it. I really do try to give Tony the benefit of the doubt when it comes to his booking. Sometimes he gets it right, but sometimes things fall flat. That's completely fine. He's human and inexperienced. I'm not going to be mad at him for trying, but you're out of your damn mind if you think that his current booking of Wardlow is how you build up a star. He's a breakout talent who's going to suffer from lackluster booking. His feud with MJF was booked to perfection. And now I'm saying it had more to do with MJF's involvement more than anything. It was a slow build to their match at Double or Nothing, and it was easily the highlight of every Dynamite show. We just knew that Wardlow was going to get tired of MJF's BS, and when he did, the fans were behind him like crazy. The dude was getting Goldberg type chants and pops, which was absolutely insane. He and MJF had the viewers in the palm of their hand throughout the whole thing. He came out looking like a badass in chains, he was manhandling security guards, and got the crowd to pop like crazy over power bombs. Power bombs. In an era where most fans prefer flips, dives, and super kicks, he made them go insane over a power bomb. This guy was an undeniable babyface, and I loved it. That was how you establish a talent. He completely squashed MJF at Double or Nothing, and I was like, yep. He is the guy in AEW right now. There's no way Tony would fumble it, right? He's not gonna pull a Vince McMahon, right? After that star-making program with MJF, Tony Khan had the chance to strap a damn rocket to Wardlow's back and capitalize off his popularity. CM Punk got injured, and MJF, kayfabe or not, was out of the picture. Tony wanted there to be an interim champion while CM Punk recovers, and in my mind, I'm thinking he's gonna put the strap on Wardlow, or at least make him a contender. But he had Wardlow challenge Scorpio Sky instead. I mean, I guess Tony wanted to save his world title moment for the actual belt, so maybe I can understand the logic. At least he beat Scorpio Sky and won the TNT title, which was fine, I guess. The main problem I have with that is that he'll have to lose the TNT title in order to go up to the world title, so Tony is kind of booking himself into a corner if that's the true reason. But regardless, he's still doing something with Wardlow, so I wasn't gonna fuss too hard about it until he booked a TNT title match between Wardlow and Orange Cassidy. And before you guys come for my neck, let me say this. I don't hate Orange Cassidy. As a matter of fact, I like him more than most guys on that roster. I just can't stand the comedy kicks and the lazy gimmick. I get it. He's over as hell with that segment of wrestling fans, and he's Tony Khan's favorite wrestler. When he turns it up, he can have a good match. But him doing that with that gimmick makes his opponents look so stupid. But still, I understand his appeal, and I put him in the same category as Danhausen in terms of comedy wrestling. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a little comedy in wrestling. With that being said, Tony Khan should have kept Orange Cassidy as far away from Wardlow as humanly possible. Wardlow was being built up as a serious wrestler that both AEW and WWE fans could get behind. My fear for that match was that it wasn't going to be a squash match and that Wardlow was going to have to sell for Orange Cassidy. And that fear turned into a nightmare. This was actually a competitive match. Wardlow, the guy that slaughtered dozens of security guards, laughed while getting whipped, destroyed MJF, and was being touted to be the next coming of Goldberg, had a competitive match with Orange Cassidy. This match should have been a squash match, or it shouldn't have been booked at all. This was embarrassing. I know that AEW fans are going to say that this match was amazing, but honestly, they say that every match is amazing. Tony Khan could honestly hand them a bottle of Elmer's glue and they'll say it's the best ice cream they've ever tasted. And they wonder why the show does so poorly in viewership. From an outsider's perspective, Wardlow's booking after that MJF match has been garbage, and it's only a matter of time until his appeal cools off. If you don't believe me, look at Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, and Ricky Starks and tell me that they're in a better position now than they were when they had their quote-unquote pushes. And I already know that some people are going to hear this and call me an AEW hater, and to that, I don't care. This is my opinion, as well as the opinion of a lot of fans who want to get behind Wardlow. And I already know we're going to have those people that are going to be like, well,
wrestling shouldn't have squash matches. It should be competitive 20-minute matches that show their ability.
No, ya bum. Go to any point in wrestling history and show me that someone like Orange Cassidy would beat someone like Wardlow. It doesn't make sense. And you can bring up the argument about WWE, but we already know that WWE doesn't make sense. It's sports entertainment. We already established that. Tony Khan was promising us professional wrestling, serious professional wrestling. You can't tell me that Orange Cassidy in an actual wrestling match would beat Wardlow. It makes no sense. It's stupid. That argument's played out. So yeah, you can miss me with all that. All in all, if you enjoy his current booking, congratulations. But to me, without MJF in the picture, Wardlow's appeal is going to fizzle out soon and he'll just be another guy on the roster if Tony Khan doesn't get his booking right. He might still get a bit of a reaction, but the Goldberg-like aura will be gone because he has competitive matches with guys he should easily destroy. But of course, what do you think? Do you feel that Wardlow is being booked as he should be? Or do you feel that Tony Khan is fumbling the bag with his next breakout star? Let me know.